I literally just tried to open the game only to get hit with an immediate crash when I tried to open universe mode. So, that's the way to start. Hopefully it gets the one out of the way. If not, I'll cry. Let me try that again. How's everybody doing? Bruh. I'm telling you, I don't even know how. Just straight up frame one. I try to open universe mode, game instantly freezes and dies. Okay, thank you for the 7 streak. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Marty, Vaughn, Crazy, Falcon? How's you guys' Fridays doing? Hopefully it's doing well. Can I open universe mode, or is it just gonna continue to crash? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Please tell me this isn't happening now. Don't tell me with the recent update it just starts crashing. Oh, I play a game, boots up, game crashes after. Fuck. Yeah, it's really feeling that way. Let's try this again. Let me not load a universe and just try to see if I can get this to work with me then. So if I just hit continue. Okay. So the continue
says good afternoon folks, welcome on in for the show. Head to the stands for your Phantom tacos and a free towel with autograph from Phantom.
Hey, how you doing, Evil King? How's your day going? Are we serious right now? Okay. So it's not okay.
Falcontigger underscore 34 says check out DKW Twitter.
I'll check on it in a bit. Trying to get the game to work with me. Because I have 2 universe modes in this, and I tried to load up the menus to access the one we have DKW on. And it's not letting me. So I'm trying to figure that out right now.
Oh!
So the superstar expecting said universe mode. I don't know. I didn't add anything since the last time I booted the game up. There's just been one update. Right, so what happens when I try to start a new one? Okay, so starting a new one also crashes it. What the fuck? Do fucks this shit. I'm finding you. Got a couple packages today from a friend, a Norwegian flag, and a gothic vampire Norwegian costume. Cool. What's up? What's up, Fox? Trying to get the lifeguard from that. I know what you mean. One thing I will say, I got the lifeguard and the white and black dress. I got both of them. I made sure I was loaded up for both of them. Got white and black dress, but I have no tickets. Yo, what's up, Falcon?
It's time to do.
Alright, we'll do that in a little bit. So I can access that random universe mode, but I can't get back to the one we had DKW on? I do. Tickets have to be so hard to get. You have to really hoard them. You have to really hoard them. The big thing is just to ignore like a bunch of banners back to back to back, and then just get a good amount of them. And then you cycle those tickets while you get like a shit ton of gems from like the main story and stuff like that. Send me your meta build. I'm stuck on story mode. I'll send it to you in a bit. Yeah, back to this. Why? So you might need to do this one out of the universe, because it's not letting me. It's not letting me access the universe mode. Not the one where I have DKW. So that fucking sucks, because I had the whole card preset. Then I walked away for a little bit. 2K want to pull some bullshit. Freedom. I have to set up camera.
Oh!
Slap is crazy. The 2K special, yeah. Everything was functioning, and then suddenly it decides not to. And I just gotta fucking salvage it. So that's fun. Alice makes me uncomfortable for many reasons. Honestly, fair. I completely understand. They are very... When it comes to games like those, airheaded characters always feel weird to me. Fix your goddamn game. Honest to God, I don't even know how the hell this just stops working. Because it was working fine, and then suddenly just just fucking blasting sounds, huh? Alright, now... You need to stop making games. You need to slow down and actually make a functioning one. Because I feel like all these problems started with like 19. Not even 19. It all started with 20. And then everything from there was just like bugging itself the fuck out. Alright, let me set up this match and then we'll do the card pack opening after. Match card for today was already posted on Discord. This was supposed to be last week's episode, but yeah, if you aren't a part of Discord, you don't know. I got hit with a nasty power outage. Like, I got hit with a nasty power outage that just fucking killed the entire street up to like a stoplight. And I live on a county road, so I'm surprised I didn't hear a car crash, to be completely honest, because people like to speed down my street a lot. So that happened. Sorry, I got into an argument with Femi. What the fuck? We need to do a stream by, make new accounts on the side, just go nuts. Welcome to Fox and Dragon Go Hour. The amount of jokes people would make would be infinite. It is streamable. It is. Call it Phantom Wrestling when you make a wrestling game. Honestly, maybe. Hey, what's going on, Zorts? Need to learn something since I don't eat pizza. Does standard pizza, but instead of pepperonis, bacon bits sound good at all? So someone might accost me, but it's practically the same thing. It's practically the same thing, to be honest. Pepperoni's just circular bacon bits. So I place that with bacon bits, not much loss. I'm down if you're down. Hey, I'm here. People already know I have games that I play, so I don't think my reputation would be hit any at all. Pepperoni is more like salami. Bacon is the God's gift to this world. All right. We could do it for research. So they announced new WrestleMania stuff, and the choices are cool as hell for attires. Besides Liv, but that's me. All right. Honestly, I was wondering because I thought over like for a bit this game was pretty quiet. Like I know the Battle Pass came out like what a month ago, but there was like nothing from 2K since then. Except the update here that just apparently killed my ability to access the goddamn universe we have our EFED in. So that sucks. I'm gonna see if after this match maybe the game will sort its shit out, but if it doesn't, well, fuck us, I guess. Hold on. We have a card pack opening we have to get through really quick. I'll try to speed this one along. Let's go over here. What about steak bits? Like someone makes a steak, chops it up, and places it across the pizza? If it's a situation where it's baked into the cheese, then yeah, I can see it. At least 80% of submissions aren't broken like last year, and the pyro. Yeah, but it seems like the stability of this game is like it always is. A goddamn test of patience. It's like, I'm over here trying to make content on your game, and I'm more frustrated with it than anything. I think that says a lot. Okay, steak does not need to be on pizza. Steak is perfect as it is. Alright, a little bit of pushback there. Let me activate hand cam. There we go. I'm not in the top right. Where am I? Where the fuck am I? Spider-Man. Got it. I have to remember I team killed someone on on PUBG over an argument about steak. You know what? Fair. I forgot I was there live watching it. Just off demand in cold blood. And also, to be honest, you had every right to off them. If I remember right, that was the ketchup on steak argument. And yeah, no, they didn't need to. After that, I would have shot him too. But that's different. Yeah, it was the ketchup on steak argument, which is a whole different thing. They deserved every millimeter of that bullet. Okay. What did I just hear? Blasphemy on the highest order. Someone tried to argue that you could use ketchup on steak just because you can use it on a burger. And, yeah, they got 45 millimeters for it. Personally, understandable. My hands are not this fucked up. Please, for the love of God, hands, work with me. I'm not struggling this much with a goddamn card back. There's something in there. Gonna shuffle that to the back. It was a shotgun. They deserved every bit of that slug. Let me just put this wrapper over there. Trish Stratus is getting a new attire. It's been all quiet for the mobile game, I think. Next I'll hear vanilla cream and whipped cream and vanilla extract on pizza. Okay, someone needs to die for that. We're sacrificing somebody for that. Y'all need Jesus, and I'm an atheist saying this. Bird on pizza. Well, people already put chicken on pizza, so. Phantom, get the shotgun. Understood. Let me get through this card back first. Green Goblin Revenant. Is it? Wait. Is that J. Jonah? No, it's not. No, that's Osborne. Okay, my bad. And for some reason, I thought it was J. Jonah. It looked like him from that weird angle. Shock. Inner Demon Gangsters. Mysterious Phantasm. Spider Islanders. City Vibrantscape. Spider Rex and Daring Dino. Scorpion Stings. Brooklyn Visionary. Ominous Asylum. And Bioorganic Carapace. Mary Jane Watson.
Real Toxic 431 says venison aka deer meat on pizza.
I'm not sure about that because I've never had venison. But considering I've not heard people ever putting that on pizza, I have to assume there's some level of disagreement there. Nutella on a cheese sandwich. Why? Why Nutella on a cheese sandwich? Deer on pizza? What the fuck?
Jan_Von says actually one I've actually done cinnamon on a grilled cheese sandwich.
It's time to
Alright, well that's another card pack. So Bird, I'm assuming we're going with bioorganic carapace. Or did any of the other cards strike your fancy as we were going through? Yeah. Alright. So got into the wrestling. Perfect Domino's pizza order is stuffed crust pepperoni. There's steak, sausage, chicken, and feta. So I don't know if I have a foothold in pizza or not. I said feta. Feta. My bad. Sometimes my brain reads words before it can recognize them. I said feta. Put this on. How does manage an NPC work? Do I choose who manages whomever, or would I have to choose an existing person to manage someone? Pretty much you can choose. So that whole manage an NPC thing was my solution to people who don't want to send in their character's information or get them remade on PC. Essentially, you're able to just any of the NPCs. If you look at the Discord, like Icarus pulled up, good lord, you can see the roster if you have the audience member role, and in that audience member role, there are certain NPCs that are in the roster. If you were to redeem managing an NPC, you would have sent that NPC would just wrestle for you. It's like how Zorst does an adopt a wrestler. So in case you don't want me to go through it making your custom wrestler, you could just manage one of them. Yeah. It's like that. Tox. You redeemed a card pack opening, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic. So basically, you just RP as the NPC. Either that, or you can RP as their manager. One of the two. It's really up to you. Let me go with Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, we have Rarity Collection and Legendary Duelist. What is your call? Legendary Duelist. Alright. Did I make the camera go blurry? I fucking hope not. Just to cover my bases. He said pimp slap it. It's not my fault. Just doing what the man said. Pimp slap. Says slap the keys. You asked me to, alright? and smack their ass. Forward and back. Volcanic Eruption. Battling Boxing Spirits. Oh. 97. Battling Boxer Nova Kaiser. And number C105. Battling Boxer Comet Cestus. And we got Volcanic Queen. So, which one of these cards? Which one of the cards strikes your fancy? Let me know. Iron Man color, dude. Number 79, I think. It's the right one. I want to make sure I got the right one. Yep. All right. Slap all these boys in a pile. Sleeves. Then we can get to Kingdom of the Volcanic Queen. Both cards sleeved and contained. They will go in the white book. And that will do it for the card opening section. Where'd I put the book? So, across the room. Shit. Pokemon card prices could be dropping. I fucking hope so. So I'm gonna be honest, shit. The scalpers fucked this hobby up. I just wanted to keep cool cars, but nah. It's gotta be expensive as shit now. Alright, let me deactivate this, transition back here, turn this camera off, because I'm pretty sure it's spewing out more heat than it should. Position fan real quick. All right. Sorry for the little bit of delay. We're gonna have to do it old school, which means first match. We have up on the card, Logan Williams goes one-on-one with Nathan Mercer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Really
the
feeling it.
semifinals for the DKW D1 tournament. Why the fuck is that playing? Okay. Thanks, phone. I guess. You already have music, but sure. Let's blast that through this speaker, why not? Anyways. Let's get down to ringside. Game? Oh, there we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Queens, New York, weighing in at 228 pounds, up Lockdown, Logan Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match, like I said before, the semifinals for the men's Dragon Heart title tournament. Last week, Logan Williams, if I remember correctly. Shit, I do not remember actually. Hold on, who are you going with? Oh, it wasn't last week, it was a while ago. I need to look through my notes. Don't you hate it when you have a thought in your mind and then suddenly it just all disappears like that? Crowd already picking their favorites. Last week, Logan Williams went one-on-one with Pimp Kane. Right, I forgot. Pimp Kane. I forgot to toggle the AIs. I need to remove my controller.
Technical Ace Nathan Mercer.
I mentioned earlier Logan last week went one-on-one with Pimp Kane last episode. Pardon me. His last episode, Nathan Mercer went one-on-one with Damian Havoc, managed to tap Havoc out to advance in the tournament, setting up this semi-final in the men's Dragon Heart tournament. Later tonight, we will see the other half of this bracket. Will Ospreay goes one-on-one with Mason Miles. If I remember correctly, if you looked in the news, in the news. Yep, in the EFED news channel, you can see the brackets. Logan Williams, Nathan Mercer on one end, Will Ospreay and Mason Miles on the other. The winner of the next two matches for the men's Dragon Heart tournament will meet each other in the finals. I need to do that. Both men set up in the corners. Bell rings and collar and elbow going right into the chain. Good wrist lock Logan has employed, really working against Nathan. But if you remember, Nathan, a technical wrestler in his own right. This is not somewhere I would propose Logan would be. It's not exactly the best foot to start off with. You're going against a technical wrestler. You want to set the pace. Going into their wheelhouse won't help you set the pace you want. Rise. Steps on a butterfly. Red eyes, white dragon. Blue eyes, black dragon. Damn. Logan already... Oh. From the wrestling chain straight to a striking game. First time these two are actually meeting in a ring. And already it looks like they're trying to set the pace, trying to figure each other out, though. Nathan already getting in the head of Logan. Logan has heart. That is true. Logan, one of the more renowned trainees of the DKW dojo, and that's because of the amount of damage this young man has taken in the debut matches set before this. Some of the matches he has been through have been nasty to say the least, but he still manages to keep the fight up even when he's on the back foot. The match last episode against Milosi Talatonu. Wait, no. Nope, wrong. I said the wrong name. My bad. The match last week against Milosi was Will Ospreay. The match I'm supposed to be referring to is against Pip Kane. The match between those two, very back and forth into the ending bit. A massive amount of damage done to both men. the delays on what was supposed to be last week's episode, you imagine it gave him a little bit of extra time to heal. Maybe not feeling too many of the effects. Nathan Mercer, on the other hand, I keep being told that he did train in the DKW dojo, but it had come back. I really have no idea. Logan, sunset flip out of the corner, goes for a roll-up, kick out at 1. I keep getting told I should know about Mercer already, but again, the crossbody not getting his distance right. Logan, not sure what he's been doing in his spare time, but he needs to readjust right now. Drop kick finally hits the mark. But Mercer very quick to target that leg. Now right into the lateral. Kick out at 1. Yeah, very fun main event too. That is true. The main event of tonight. Bradley Ralph goes one-on-one with Riku Nakamura. Considering the explosive ways both these men made their way to the semifinals of the world title tournament, I can only imagine what that collision's going to be like. Prior experience from both men facing each other too. Right now, Nathan wrenching down on that leg, already has a target set up and in mind when it comes to Logan Williams, but Logan attacking the balance. Irish whip gets reversed. Logan hits the ropes. Nathan tries to come in with a knee, missed it. Logan returns the favor with one of his own. This would be like 4th of July. I could feel it in my soul. Dragging to the corner, elbow straight to the face. Drop kick from Mercer to Logan. And Williams right back up to his feet, not gonna stay on the ground for long. Tagging the face, and now Mercer busted open. Logan quickly ascending to the top rope. Corkscrew moonsault finds nothing but knees on the way down. Mercer advancing, but Logan not gonna give him much space. Schoolboy pops up, Enziguri kick to the face. Oh, tries to go for a snapmare. I'm not exactly sure what he was looking for. But Nathan, wheelbarrow right into the double stomp, trying to get the pin here. Almost a 3. But Logan somehow managed to get that shoulder up. Nathan picking out the legs, turning him around, locking the arms, and going to stomp the face of Logan into the mat. Sign of respect, but now right into that Boston Crab submission. I think Logan is in trouble. He's trying to reach out for the ropes, but can't make it. Nathan Mercer forcing a tap out from Logan Williams. The crowd not too happy with how this match went, not too happy with the result. Whatever you're not happy about, you gotta admit, Nathan Mercer.
Here is your winner, Technical Ace Nathan Mercer.
You gotta admit, Nathan Mercer is showing himself as a technical wrestler through and through. First and second round of the tournament, he's managed to advance with nothing but tap outs. Same strategy every time. Slide under, Boston Crab, crank it till their back gives out. Logan at least made Nathan bleed. That is true. Blood staining his entire face. But ultimately, the winner of this match, Nathan Mercer. Advancing to the next round, advancing to the finals of the Dragonheart tournament. Whoever wins the next match between Ospreay and Mason Miles will find themselves face to face with the technical ace. Now we check to see if 2K sorted its shit out. Okay, it did. Cool, it did. Okay. So apparently I needed one match to make it work. Okay. Next match on the card. Where's my notebook? Fuck, I need to get my notebook. My controller almost slid off the table if I ain't grabbed this motherfucker by the wire. Okay. Let me go get my book. Fucking Spidey sense was screaming at me. Get my notes. My notebook is bent all the fuck out of shape because I take it with me everywhere. All right. That noted, ladies and gentlemen, the next match on the women's side of the Dragon Heart tournament. This simply being the #1 contenders tournament itself. I had to replug my controller because it wasn't working.
I can smell you.
Not without permission. You better put that nose away. Ladies and gentlemen, Ignorance goes one-on-one with Lady Crow. In the first round of the Women's Dragonheart #1 Contender Tournament, if I remember correctly, Ignorance went one-on-one with Jackie Parker. Donzo gave me permission. You should not listen to Donzo of all people. The fact that you listen to him, you know what? You know what? I'm telling Minato. I'm telling him. I'm telling you as a part of the village. Since you want to listen to Donzo, you're gonna have to follow him. We're gonna see how that go. I'm snitching. First round, Ignorance went one-on-one with Jackie Parker. Ignorance took over the match and ended up beating Parker to move on to the semi-finals. Similar story with Lady Crow. She went one-on-one with Haley Niles, would advance to this tournament spot. Lady Crow wins, she'll get a rubber ducky.
To the ring from Denmark, Empress.
I didn't know she was into rubber ducks, but hey, all right. Ignorance gives Harley Quinn, and I love that. It's the black and red. Combination works. Gonna be autographed by Azul, maybe. Ignorance, mixed reaction from the DKW audience as she makes her way to the ring, and honestly, I can't blame them fully. Last week after winning the match, she proceeded to assault Jackie Parker before leaving the ring. As per her namesake, an air of, well, ignorance around her. Yeah, that's... Alright. And seeming more positive reaction. Maybe Jackie did something to deserve it during the match. Not that I recalled. After the bell had rang, she sprung out into an attack and left.
From the other side of darkness.
Maybe she said something crazy. Lady Crow making her way to the ring by KWF. Honestly, even during the preview showing of DKW, Lady Crow found herself in an interesting spot, taking on the giant Valentine Devious. But when it came to the first round of the tournament, she was able to take over pretty well, taking the win over Haley Niles to advance to the semifinals spot. I can only imagine the finals will be in her future, but she has a roadblock by the name of Lady Ignorance. Again, at the tournament bracket, whoever would win this match would go on to face the winner of Kobara versus Amaya Knight happening later tonight. Both women, after this match is done, would have to definitely have to keep their eyes on the screens in the back. Just a couple of things for Ignorance in your DMs. I did redo new ones as well for her new version. I'm still on the fence as to whether or not to do like custom themes. I'll try to see if I can do them for like special episodes or pay-per-views, but for the most part, we're probably just gonna stick with what we got. Ignorance just... I'm assuming she was jabbing her thumb at the throat? Lady Crow gets right out of the way, slides, takes down the legs. Ignorance fires back. Yes, she does that. Fuck. Not just wrenching the head and neck. Springs off the top! Whisper in the win from the top. Ignorance in firm control of this match. I was told something interesting by the manager. I would mean what? Eh? Leg lariat from the top. Hook at the far leg already. Can't get a one from Crow though. I was told something interesting by KWF management. Apparently, Lady Crow, they've been trying to win matches over on KWF, but somehow came up short every time. Their first win was over Haley Niles. The first win in her in-ring career was over Haley Niles to advance in the tournament. So right now, Crow going into this match, the definitive underdog. And you can see it in the early part of that match, the way Ignorance was all over her. A definitive difference in experience. This Crow just working on that arm. Imagine her first string of wins will lead to her first title. Fairy tale run, possibly in the making. A step up and security kick. That's targeting the knee right after. But headbutt from Ignorance shuts that down. Ignorance looks like she's trying to drag her to the corner, but Crow breaks out of it. Well-placed elbows. Taking a chance to do some directing. Sends Ignorance to the corner. Tries to go for a kick. Gets reversed. Position swapped as Ignorance. Bit of a running start. Ends it. It's a kid. It's great. Trapped right in the corner. She flew in for it now. Lifting Crow up. Body slam. Ignorance moves to the corner. Pressuring from the top. Lying in wait. Tries to go for a stomp. Same stomp she hit on Parker, if I remember right. But, oh, Crow, I think tried to go for a Fisherman's Buster reverse right into a roll-up. Kick out at 2. Tried a definitive opening, but it did not pan out. Now, Crow relying on those kicks, trying to chop down Ignorance, and manages to. To a snapping. That is a way to describe it. Right now, both these two going kick for kick. And a discus pump kick lays out Crow. Honestly, I just realized as I was saying that both these two very prominent with their kicks. A crossbody finds Crow on the back. It's like both these two very prominent strikers, if anything. What I've seen of Ignorance, a little bit more all round. Though a heavy base in striking. What I've seen from Crow, heavy strike, yeah, heavy strikes first. Almost everything else second. So now she uses her legs to trap Ignorance's head. Fires off that elbow. As they're in a kneeling position, hits the ropes. Drop kick on the return. Now just snapping at the lower back. Ignorance rolls out of the ring. Crow trying to advance to the top. Can't take too much time. Goes into a crossbody though. Crow very little experience. Go. Hits a leg drop from the top. Hook at the legs. I think both these ladies are going for metaphorical home run. Metaphorical and very literal. Almost a 3, but Ignorance kicks out. Very lethargic, very late, but still a valid kick out. Crow right now is in the driver's seat. What she needs to do is keep her foot on the gas. Do not make the wrong turn. And I think it might be a bit too late. As a wheelbarrow super kick. What? What? Wait, Velvet? What? Velvet Dove tried to... What the hell? Tried to get involved in the match. The double champion... Wait, why did Velvet try to get involved? Okay, a 2 from Crow to keep this match going. Velvet try to get involved. Our current DKW Women's and Dragon Heart champion. It's a running power slam from Ignorance to Crow. Kick out at 2. Velvet does not want Ignorance to win. Apparently. Is there some history? Not that I'm aware of. I'm not aware of any history between the two, but whether it's history between the two or maybe Velvet taking a bit more of a liking to Crow, I have legitimately no idea. It's not like Velvet to get involved in a match like this, so that's a first. Maybe Mahdi Center. Oh, try to go for a leg lariat. Super kick to the... Oh! That looked like to the back of the head, a hook kick. As Crow just pushing the offense. She's got an opening and now she's going for it. Double axe handle from the middle rope. Rolls her over, tries to go for a cover. Hook in the leg. Count of 2. A kick out from Ignorance. Still in this. Ray's Ignorance got back up too. Yeah, no, she was not expecting that hook kick. Crow. Advantageous point, runs in. Back elbow in the corner. But a quick boot from Ignorance. Pushes Crow back. And now just holding her up by the throat. Her feet are off of the ground. The ref trying to see if she's still responsive. And she's not. Ignorance choking the consciousness out of Lady Crow. What in the... Did you just catch a body on live?
here is your winner. And
We had to check on Crow. She enjoyed the choke of ignorance. And now again, just like last week, the same lock. Just refusing to let go. Good God. GG to ignorance if I have to give something. Another post-match attack, but we saw Velvet Dove get involved. That I was not expecting. I'm not sure what kind of beef they may have. Personally, I have no real idea. But if I had to base it off of something, maybe it's the attacks? From what I'm aware of, Velvet not that close to Parker or Crow, but I don't know. I can't keep tabs of everything, I guess. If ignorance wins her next match, there will be something. That is true. Next match being the finals of the number one contendership tournament to the Dragonheart title. And speaking of that same tournament, the next match on the card being the other half of that tournament. Note this down. The other half of the bracket. If ignorance wins the finals, then she faces Velvet. That is very true. Already interesting dynamics starting to unfold there. Let's move to the next match of the card and the other half of the women's D1 number one contendership tournament. Amaya Knight advanced off of her win over Ann Knight Kobara, much of the same against Haley Niles. These two will meet in the semi-finals. Ignorance already cashing in her win to the finals. Whoever wins this match is gonna go one-on-one with Ignorance.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring.
You enjoyed the promo I dropped a week ago? I did see that promo. Honestly, I read it and a good part of me was depressed because the power went out. Because that would have led perfectly into tonight. But Amaya Knight making her way to the ring. Managed to get what I would pose as straight up an upset of a win over Ann Knight. I was actually completely surprised by that. I did not imagine she would get that win, but now she's in her semifinals, what could be her first title, but she has to make it past Miss Big Business herself. All things happen for a reason. I mean, hey, if it don't crash... That stutter scared me.
And her opponent from Kyoto, Japan.
As long as tonight's show goes well, you know? Kobara making her way to the ring. Last week went one-on-one with Haley Niles. Managed to pick up that win. A good showing for herself, advancing in the number one contendership tournament for the women's Dragonheart title. Can imagine if this match goes her way, she could be meeting Ignorance in the finals. If it doesn't, it might be Amaya Knight. But we won't know until that 3 count gets hit. Both women, I will say this much prior to the match, from what I'm aware of, at least the power went out before the show, not during. Fair. I can't be upset about that one. Both these women, if I had to give what I am able to remember about their fighting styles, a lot of striking. I know I said that for the previous match. This match, less kicks, more fist to fist. Maya training a little bit in boxing. Kobara, I'm not sure what style exactly of martial arts she hails from, if there is a style. What I was able to see with the both of them, very hard hitters to the both. Tries to go for a headlock, gets pushed over to the ropes, attacking the knee immediately does Amaya. A strike to the back, not letting up at all. Staying on Kobara. Maya Knight might have been watching that first match against Niles back again and again, trying to figure out exactly what kind of fighter she might be. Goes over, goes for the Uranagi, but a kick out one from Kobara. Kobara gets whipped into the corner. Runs in, tries to go for that knee, jams it, hits nothing but top turnbuckle, and now Kobara going for an opening, but a back elbow from Knight. We saw this kind of movement last episode, well actually 2 episodes ago, against Ann Knight. Amaya very quick to cover up those openings, not trying to let them be too open for too long. Why was that so well timed? Wait a minute, Kobara! Roll up, trapping the head between the ankles, and now getting right back up to her feet. Spear from Amaya. Why was that so well timed? Like with the drop and everything. Tries to go for open palm strike. Kobara fights back. Gets her foot grab. Unloads that kick to the side of the head. Might have given her the opening she was looking for here. But Amaya closes up that opening just like we saw before. Using the corner to get some momentum into that punch. And Kobara right back up to her feet after a kick to the head. These two going kick for kick. Amaya covering her bases. Kobara very similar. Give it to both these two. Striking ability very much on display, but Kobara, she has a very interesting... Oh, tries to go for a sliding lariat. Does not connect. Kobara has a very particular style. It's a style I have not been able to name, not once. The best I can do is strong style, and that's it. There's a very unique strain of it with Kobara. I don't know if the Doc style will probably give her a good advantage as Knight backs up away from that first grapple, gets caught with that second. Favor return by that kick to the lower knee. I calls it beat the fuck out of you style. Oh, big splash from the top. Look at the far legs, getting both legs, but a kick out at 2. Nakamura from the corner. Hey, Maya, get up, low kick, hoists her up, atomic drop, hits the ropes, traps the head between the legs, showing off a little bit and dragging Amaya straight down to the ground. You see that unorthodox style I mentioned before? An exploder with force never seen before. And another kick out at 2. Very quick snap. Honestly, I have to... Oh. And Amaya not staying down for long. Wait a minute, no. Faked out a DDT to go straight in for a cover. Kick out at 1. A little bit of improv from Amaya Knight. If I had to guess, it was probably... If I had to guess, the new strain of offense might have been from her time in GCA with her... Wait, what? She says her sisters, Roxanne Langston and Skylar Reed. 3 of them forming the KOK together. A little bit of a new spark under Amaya. Might have helped to get a... Ooh, try to go for that back fist. I ended the match with Ann Knight in the first episode, but Kobara countering with that cutter. Now Kobara taking the lead off of that cutter, gave her the opening she was looking for, and now going for the next snap to follow up. Look at the far leg. Ah, shit. Ad break. I'm gonna pause really quick because I just noticed the ad break. I did not notice that. I did not notice that, so we're gonna give that a little bit. I should have ran an ad before this match. I should have. I should have kept tabs on the time. The ad KO. The ad KO.
He's pulling his cock out!
Whoa, hey, I'm keeping it in my pants. I don't know what you're talking about. Watch yourself. I don't just do that all willy-nilly. Come on. Let me close this in the background. Hopefully that frees some resources up. Where's my laptop? Oh, it's over here. I do apologize for this abrupt break, but I want people to be able to watch the show and not have to deal with the ad in the middle of a match. So one thing I want to make sure of. Should have ran an ad before. I do apologize for that. Is my laptop not power? Let me open my door for a second, actually, to get some, like, chill air in here. Funnel some of the hot air out because I'm starting to sweat.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Saggity! Thank you for the raid. It's alright. Right now I'm trying to cool down my room a little bit, and we were waiting for ads to be over before we continue the match. Because this room is way too hot. I don't understand how it got like this. Trying to lower the temperature. Falcon, if you are here, can I get a shout out for our new friends? If not, just give me a bit and I'll put the shout out command. Someone get this man an air conditioner. I have one. I just don't like to. Well, first I have to put it back in the window. Second, I don't like to use it whenever I'm streaming because it gets very loud.
Put an ad on the front page.
Right next to
Cash
the
money for a picture of Spider-Man. He doesn't want to be famous, and I'll make him infamous.
It's always that. Oh, okay. Always that. Oh, okay. Alright. I think that at least cooled down the room. a fair bit. Alright. Let me give a raid or shout out to our friend. Did you hear the news yesterday? What news? What happened?
What about Nikki Cross? Is she still doing that superhero gimmick?
Ooh. 2K26.
Oh, look at this.
You're on your own
Look at
eFed?
this.
Is that what I'm saying?
Look what she's doing. Ooh. Referee.
Am I seeing your own eFed?
Referee will not.
Do we got
step
another
in
one?
front of Luscious.
What we doing? Bonnie Tyler passed away. Damn. Shit. Dude, it feels like so many people are passing away this year. What the hell? Like, I'm not sure if I said this before, but like, so many people are like passing away. Sheesh. It's like 2026 is trying to set a record or something. Alright, sorry about that brief break. Next time I'll try to make sure ads run in between the match. I lost track of time. Guevara, right now taking it to... Now taking it to Amaya Knight. Kick to the gut. Landing her face right into the mat, but may have misjudged the distance she needs to cross. Definitely feeling bold since Chuck Norris took a break from Earth. True. Tries to go in for a Meteora. Knees hitting nothing but 2x4s. Is Amaya trying to press the advantage here? Hoist Kabara up on the shoulders. Lands are flat now. Working on the ribs, working on the midsection, that lower back. Maybe trying to slow down the pace. The step up punch, Kabara gets right out of the ring. Smart move to create a bit of space, but Amaya right back on her. That gut shot right into a Northern Light suplex. Kabara right now needs to get back up on her feet. Amaya loading up the A-bomb. Runs in for it. No! It's the boot! On the way in. Kabara saw it coming. Lower chop to get her straight. Tries to go for another cutter. Gets reversed. Wait a minute. Roll through. Double stomp straight on the chest. Trying to get it loose. Looking for an opening. No. Amaya counters. Goes for the knee. A spear from a Knight. And now trying to retreat to that corner again. Maybe looking for another A-bomb, but Kabara wisely getting right back up to her feet. Can't let that move hit.
Real toxic.
Back elbow finds her right between the eyes.
Would you rather have Batman's money, but you also have his trauma, or have Superman's powers, but you have Spider-Man's trauma?
Honestly, I'd rather have Superman's powers, but Spider-Man's trauma. Double axe handle from Kabara. Because, like, oh, wait a minute. Amaya got right out of that, shoved the hands right off of Kabara. Tried to set up for some off that rope. Maybe going a little bit too soon. As now Kabara in the lead. Knight trying to retreat to her corner. Trying to get her back to something, but right now, just giving a platform to Kabara. Uses her and comes in with the knees. I feel like Superman's powers and Spider-Man's trauma, because ultimately, Peter did have one or two people left. And I feel like I would definitely need that. And granted, Batman had Alfred, but I feel like if I have that kind of trust fund, no, I'm not listening to people I should. Especially with all that money left in my name, I'm not trusting myself. Because ultimately, I feel like Spider-Man, most of his trauma boiled down to giving him this idea of, I need to do better, or I need to do something when people are in danger. Batman's, you could argue that it just kind of man-made anger. Like, there are some versions of Batman that have overcome the anger and the trauma, but ultimately that's just kind of what happens. Shot to the lower back. Amaya getting the hell out of dodge. Tried to go for something. Kobara going for a crossbody. Ill-advised. Way too close. Irish whip sends Kobara into the corner. Right now she's at the mercy of Amaya Knight. So right now Amaya maybe trying to disable some of the offense she's been hitting. Both women heavily bruised. As Amaya waits Kobara. A buckle bomb! Again targeting that back. And now going for another. A-bomb hits it this time. Might that be all for Kobara in this tournament? Count of 2. No! Gets the shoulder up. Not out of it yet. But the question is, for how much longer is Knight gonna be able to keep this offense up? How much longer is Kobara gonna be able to withstand this? Wait a minute, kick to the knee. And automatically going for that. No, going for a roll-up. Trying to go for a roll-up to advance to the finals. She gets it. Takes it off of a roll-up. Does Kobara. A hell of a match between. That man is just standing on his seat. He ain't even sitting. Hold on, he ain't even he was standing on his seat. Wait a minute. There was a brother back there just standing on his seat. I just noticed that. Like, he was standing taller than everybody else. Fitting slick end for a business snake.
Here is your winner,
Kobara, after a hard back and forth contest, managed to score that roll up, finding just that right opening, and cashes her way to the finals of the #1 contendership for the women's Dragon Heart title. You gotta imagine she's feeling good. Sami Zayn special right there. Sami Zayn special for the win, huh? Amaya Knight, a good showing in this tournament. A good showing in the first and second round. Bruises on both combatants. Hell of a match. But at the end of the day, it's all just business. Slick business. Congratulations once again to Kobara. Now either Kobara or Ignorance will face Velvet for the Women's Dragonheart Championship. That is true. Either or. That finals match set in stone for the Women's Dragonheart Tournament. But now we move back to the Men's Dragonheart Tournament. The next match. Will Ospreay, Mason Miles, 1-on-1. Mason, in previous seasons, proving he's gotten close to the Dragonheart title when it was known as the D1 Championship. Came close again and again, had not been able to truly get his hands around it. And even won the Cage of Chaos match to
He's pulling his cock out!
Before we went to hiatus. Will Ospreay never really seeing that kind of opportunity. Both men hungry for that title with its now vacant status, trying to fill in that spot. Mason Miles, someone the crowd grew very attached to. Seeing the lengths he'll go to that title, whether it's talking shit or taking a hit. He's pulling his hidden blade out. Fucking yo. Let's get down to ringside.
It's scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from London, England, weighing in at 191 pounds, Will
Mason is arguably the closest he's ever been to the title. That is true. To attach if he's pulling stuff out. Hey, yo. But You are right, Tox. Mason has come close to the title time and time again. He's had matches against Teddy King. He's had matches in gauntlet tournaments or gauntlet matches. He's had chance after chance to try and get as close as he can to that title, but each time facing a roadblock or facing an indecision, something that cost him that spot. Ospreay, on the other hand, has not even gotten so much as a shot at the title so far. This probably being the closest he has come to a championship opportunity in his own story or sense. His own perspective, maybe. You gotta imagine the aerial assassin. He's keeping his head on his shoulders as the king hopes to keep the crown on his.
And his opponent.
That's a very awkward way of writing when I'm speed writing. It's a random thing to throw in there, but I'm like looking at my notes and I'm realizing how slanted they are. Mason Miles making his way to the ring. I stated it before. Arguably the closest he has been to the title, to a title in DKW. Trying to win the Dragonheart title for a while. This might be his crowning moment. Vacancy created by Teddy King may lead to a straight shot, but he's got two more men to go through. Managed to get his last round. Now hoping you can get through this one. Oh, Ospreay immediately kicking off the chest, stunning Miles, and now just laying in with a combination. Winner guarantees a championship match for themselves, regardless if they win it or not. That is absolutely true. As on the men's side, both titles were vacated due to contractual issues. Step up kick straight to the head, and now a moonsault from Ospreay. Ospreay just pressing an advantage on Mason. It would be Mason's first time trying to challenge for that D1 title. If he was to win, it would be Ospreay.